Hey guys, welcome back. As you have looked on Canvas, you should notice that I posted two more YouTube videos for you to watch. They're pretty important. The first one that I posted is a body language expert, Mark Bowden. And the reason that it's important is, if you remember, we talked about interviewing suspects. Clearly, if you're going to interview suspects, you need to build a rapport with them. You know, the TV shows where we beat people up and we throw them against the wall, you're never going to get cooperation that way. So I want you to watch the video because he is an expert on trying to explain to you that clearly when you're interviewing suspects, for the most part, they've committed a crime. You don't particularly like them. You don't like what they did to somebody. They've beaten somebody up. They've robbed somebody. They've sexually assaulted them. So clearly, you don't want to be their friend. You don't want to hang out with them. And if you come off as acting that way, they're never going to talk to you. They're never going to cooperate. And they're never going to give you information to help you solve the case. So listen to what Mark Bowden's saying, because you do need to, in a way, manipulate the person into at least trusting you. That they're not afraid of you, that you're going to hurt them. Uh, Obviously, if you build that rapport, you're trying to explain to them that you're going to do the best thing that you can to help them out. So, yeah, you do need to get them to where they trust you so that they will talk. That's why that's important. Because in the end, if they don't, they're never going to talk, and you're going to lose that valuable information that you might want. I mean, like today's news that we have found body remains on the farm of the two suspects of the missing kids. Clearly, if we have the remains of bodies on the property, a case is going to move forward. And I think a lot of family members would really like to know what happened. Trying to get the two suspects to talk to us is not going to be an easy thing. Nobody is trying to be their friend. But clearly, if I was the detective in this case, I'd be trying to build a rapport with either Lori Vallow or Chad Daybell, and basically saying, "Look, this is what has happened. This is what's going to be happening to you as we move forward. There are clearly a lot of people out there that would like to know what happened to the children. Would you like to cooperate?" So building that rapport and some of the skills that you see Mark Bowden teaching, a lot of that idea is what is incorporated into the Reid interview techniques. So just take that into concept with the last video. The other video that I want you to watch is the video that I posted about when we do lineups. So when we do decide, because we don't have a lot of information, to put a lineup together, lineups of the past don't happen anymore. This thing that you see where a bunch of people line up and they all are standing up against a wall and it shows the height of them. We don't do that anymore because we have learned that victims are not very good at identifying suspects. So if we do use a lineup or a photo lineup, it is very methodical. We do the best that we can to make everybody look the same and make it fair. The video that I posted online is a video showing the Norwood Police Department in their training and showing how they go about doing the lineups as we do them today. So it's a good idea of seeing this is the reality of where we're at now, not doing it the way we used to in the past because we made a lot of mistakes. If you've wondered why I haven't brought up Miranda versus Arizona, clearly when we start having suspects, whether we're going to interview and interrogate, whether we're going to do lineups, Miranda always comes into play. And depending on your department policy, there's a lot of differences between agencies. So I'm not going to really break into that. Clearly, people have the right to counsel. Clearly, with regards to someone meeting the two triggers, being in custody, and if you're going to question, they certainly have to be Mirandized. So always follow department policy, follow the Constitution. There are, all suspects are awarded rights for a reason. Make sure you follow those guidelines. So watch the 2 videos. It'll help you understand a little bit how to get on the good side of people, so that they will talk to you. You'll have an understanding of, when we do a lineup, whether it's a photo lineup or whether somebody comes in person. Because, again, that's one of the ways that we get and gather information when we're putting a case together. So take a look at that. Watch it. What I'm going to do is I will be putting the test online tomorrow. Give you all weekend to work on it again. So go through your notes, read chapter 6, 7, and good luck. We'll see you next time.